everyone, I am Mike of Mike and Test Play, and welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum. Last time, we defeated the final boss in Outskirts Stand. The final boss, ourselves, Shady Guy West / Cypher Peon Fane. And this time, we snagged a Shadow Pokemon from him and did not raid it because, thought it deserved its own episode. Sort of. The final Shadow Pokemon in the game is Shadow Togetic. Togetic is unique in this game. First of all, if you ever want to actually use it, as in likely transfer it to another game, the ability that the one I snagged here is useless. Hustle. It's terrible. Serene Grace is one of the best abilities in the entire Pokemon series. It's Togetic's, defining thing. Don't use it if it has Hustle, just reset and battle Fane again. He's not all that tough. Anyway, it's really hard to rate the final Shadow Pokemon, so I'll kind of try with what's kind of left. If, you haven't done all of Mount Battle yet, Togetic kind of falters in this game. Offense, the best I can give it, realistically, is a 4 out of 10, because it just doesn't have the offensive stats. It has the moves, but not the stats. Defense, 5 out of 10. Togetic is designed for things that it doesn't really have the chance to do here. Follow Me is kind of the main one, but there's just not a whole lot that you can do with a Pokemon who appears so very late in the game. Basically, snagging, impossible. That's a rating because it can't do it. It's the 48th and final Shadow Pokemon. It's possible to help with snagging, which it would be helpful for, ironically. But Togetic was always a Pokemon who seemed to be waiting for another evolution. It can have use in defensive ways, but for what's left, there's really not much reason to use it. Its role is a gift. That's what I'm saying. So I gave it the best moveset is just fun. Wish, Charm, Metronome, and Sweet Kiss, because why not? It learns Wish eventually. It's clearly there to give players just a Togetic as sort of a reward for snagging 47 Shadow Pokemon. It's low level, it's, at the end of a tough battle, it's just there as a reward. Sync rating though, 10 out of 10, why not? It's the rating here isn't really realistic. There's nothing left to use Togetic for unless you want to bring it to the extra stuff that we'll be getting to, realistically, the start of next week. I know that. I know what I'm doing in this episode and the next two. So, that's all that's left, and Togetic just really isn't up for that. So, it'll fit on anything you want to do left in the game, but there's not really much left. So, that's kind of it. We got one with Hustle, which is just so unlucky. But we now have a slight issue on our hands. And I could resolve this off screen, except there's a few things left to do, and I want to do them. So, for what's next, we need our team to be at the same level. It doesn't have to be at the same point of the level, but the same level. Shade is our highest at 67. We need the rest of the team to catch up to Shade. So, in this episode, that's what we're going to do. I could use rare candies, but that would prevent me from doing something I plan on doing later. So, we're going to spend the rest of this episode getting the rest of the team back up to 67 to match Shade. Then, we're going to purify everybody. So, it won't take all that much. Most of our Pokemon are pretty close. Poor Bay only is at 65. Just ran out of rounds in Deep Colosseum, honestly. And it was way smarter a move to have Mr. Ray slow experience category gain those extra stats. But, we're kind of going to just spend the rest of this episode getting everybody up to 67, just getting them up to stuff. And yeah, this is the best place to do it. We could, try to go to the higher levels of Mount Battle, but rematching the trainers here in Duel Square is just the easiest way to pick up the chunks of experience that we need. It'd be a waste to use all of our rare candies here, especially since we only have 6 of them, and I want to save them for something that would be really, really cool, so I'm hoping that we can pull it off. And so that's why we're doing it in kind of a weird way here. Tickle, really? So, you know, we're going to see a lot of Bay in this episode, and as soon as a Pokemon hits 67, they're just swapping out. Like, no more to it than that. Because the goal is everyone on the same level. Their movesets are set. I might, now that the snagging is over, I still haven't actually decided. I'm going to be deciding within the next, you know, half hour of real time, the final moveset for a couple of moves, basically. Here's what I'm contending with. Here's just the open, honest part. The rest of what we have to do battle-wise is all, like, set battle stuff. There's no healing. There's no items. It's all just our Pokemon and their moves. Now, 12,000. Jeez. That's going to be a lot. It's fine. Most of these movesets are totally fine. Mr. Ray is set. Blue is set. Shine, I don't think that Swift will be useful. Protect might be. Bay is totally fine. My Pearls, again, do I need Protect over Confuse Ray? And then the big question, Shade. I love Secret Power on Umbreon and Colosseum, but the reason to have Secret Power is to use for snagging. As a move, you know, Shade doesn't have great attack. Doesn't get stab. It's pretty weak. Double Team would be absurdly useful on Shade. That's what an Umbreon is meant to do. It makes sense to do it, but, like, emotionally, am I ready for that? Like, that's the real question here. Do I feel like, oh yeah, I can just get rid of Secret Power, which is, like, the move that makes Umbreon so very useful in this game? Like, that's just what I'm struggling with, and it's a silly thing to struggle with, objectively speaking. Like, you know, it's a move. Okay, whatever. Like, if I swap out here, you know what? Let's just make sure we get the level. I'm trying to just do this as efficiently as I possibly can. I don't want this to be a super long episode, but, like, we're getting everybody up to 67 in this episode. Like, that's what we're doing. And then next episode, we're just going to have some fun and kind of wrap up a lot of things. And then the next episode, we're going to be covering some stuff, and then that'll be it. Then we're on to the final challenge, which is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm not sure that splitting that would have gotten the Pearls there. I don't think it would have. Like, splitting into a third Pokemon. So, you know, we're going to be swapping out my Pearls here. Everybody give my Pearls a big round of applause for the last time we will be seeing the Pearls in the story mode of Colosseum. Well, in a battle. You know, the team's going to stick around for the rest of this episode. But, like, you know, we've already seen the end of Shade in... Well, actually, no, we haven't. Nope. Sorry. Forgot what I was planning. I have so many plans to just make the end of this game special because I think it deserves to be made special. Honestly, that's kind of the why here. Because this has been an amazing series that I have very much enjoyed doing, and that I sincerely hope that people have enjoyed watching. Like, we're you know, we just beat Fane. That's usually where even a full run of this game ends. Some runs end at Evice. You know, like, I don't know why, you haven't snagged all the shadows yet, but, you know, some runs end at Evice. Like, you know, they don't do the post-game. But I felt that it was important to, because we're creating a full guide, and we're doing everything, so we're close. And you might say, like, hey, you haven't purified most of your shadow Pokemon. That is what next episode is. We're a lot more ready for that than I have, you know, shown. But anyway, 2 down, 4 to go. And it's only 4 levels to go. That's why I wasn't too worried about, like, the rare candy thing. Because, like, yeah, I could just end that right now. But that's no fun. Our team deserves to earn it. Like, you know. Actually, let me just... Alright, 37, 10,000, 65, 23. Let's put Shine up front with Bay here. You know, if there were higher level opponents who were just, like, ready for rematches easily, I'd be battling them. But, you know, These guys are mid-50s. Like, this isn't bad, you know? It's Colosseum has nothing if it does not have opportunities for you to continue training your Pokemon, kind of regardless of their level. We have seen the peak. There's no higher level than Agnol's level 70 Kingdra. Fane's entire team being level 68 is, like, funny because he uses the replacements of the admins, which is like, okay. But, like, of course it didn't KO. But, like, he's not as high leveled as the last opponent that you faced. Like, you have to go through Agnol to face him. He's the only one who drops levels. Like, the only major boss who drops levels after the previous opponent did. So, it's like, the game gives you that hint of, oh, by the way, he's not an admin. This guy isn't, you know, this guy's a peon. He's weaker. Like, you know, peons can be weaker than the last bosses, but the bosses aren't. The bosses had always been higher leveled. So, you know, it's just interesting in that way. As I do wonder how close we're going to get here to everybody leveling up on just the 6. We're not going to hit it, clearly. But I'm also trying to take note in my head of, like, okay, who do I battle next? With, like, on the next go-around here? Because clearly we're going to go heal and then just keep rematching opponents. You know, want to make it as quick as I can. Like, who's giving a lot of experience? It's clearly Roller Boy at this point gave the most experience. But, like, yeah. Dustox, alright, that's... For this duo, this is a good matchup. But for Mr. Ray and Blue, it's not. So, we'll see. We'll see how much experience these two still need. Probably not going to be all that much. I don't know if the... no, return. What are there? 2 left? The 4th trainer we're battling in Duel Square, I think. But all we need to do is go in and out of a door to reset them. So, you know, we're going to do that. I was really hoping that the team would just, like, be real close to even, but it's hard to make them even leveled when it's, like, Colosseums that you can't swap out in the middle of and stuff like that. So it's, you know, I expected to need an episode like this. And I expected to make it an episode like this because I think that creating a full guide, just doing things, as many things on screen as possible, I felt was a good idea. I really do think that that was true. And this is, again, a terrible matchup for Mr. Ray and Blue. So glad these two are dealing with this one. Oh, gosh. Should I? Shine? I think you can tank. Yeah. Never mind. It'd just be the Raichu left. I'm not going to nearly KO one of my starters just to take out a Raichu that might go down anyway because Raichu has bad physical defense. Let's see. Break his bricks. Yeah, alright, it went down. If there had been another Pokemon, I would have risked it, but you know, I believed in Bay, and Shine needs like nothing left. This is going to be a quick one. And this will be a... Let's see, we're at, what, 14 and a half minutes? This will be under 20 minutes, maybe, I think. I doubt it, actually. 5:35, yeah, no. Shine, you're just swapping out immediately. For Nover. I could look and see who has what, so that I could rebattle Blue's trainer to level up Blue. I'm not gonna, though. That just doesn't seem classy. I don't know. It's so weird. Obviously, I've been doing this series for a long, long time at this point. Like months? Many months, actually. But like, it's weird because I'm still in research on the sequel. Like, I'm close, but not that close. Honestly, I've got a lot of work left to do. Like, I'd estimate I have, well, 6 recording sessions after this. So it'll get done in time. But, like, it's closer than I wanted it to be. Like, it's kind of weird. No, it's not 6 more. It's 5 more. 5 more recording sessions after this. I don't know why I thought 6 for a second. That was weird. It's been 6 in my head for this whole week. But anyway, we're so close to everybody leveling up. Got the crit, nice. And like that'll be the end of this episode. Once there's Shine hitting 67, Bay is close, Mr. Ray is close, Blue is also close. So like, we don't have long left. It's so weird to be this close to the end of this game because I've been planning this for so long, and like the prep work started so long ago. And you know, all right, 1980, 1655, and 2308. Okay, that's fine. We'll just, Mr. Ray is just going to be on the field for longer because I mean, no one's at risk for going past 67 at this point. But, you know, might as well heal at the Pyrite Grand Super Hotel. Woo! Pay 100 Pokédollars. Like, Pokédollars usually equate to, like, 100 Pokédollars equals $1. So, it's funny. I just think it's funny that, like, that's the difference making, you know, like, I don't know. I just think it's fun. I've clearly, like, run out of things to talk about right now, because all it is, like, leveling up, and then between episodes, I kind of have something funny that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be off camera, but, like, I'm gonna explain it. It's just, I'm looking forward to doing that. And, like, this was a weird recording session to set up, because I knew what I needed to get done. I knew that this was the plan. It was, you know, technically this is still the same recording session, like, for me, that the last 2 rounds of Deep Colosseum were. So I knew it was like, all right, 2 rounds of Deep Colosseum, then, you know, the rest, kind of. It's like a weird thing. There's not gonna be enough. Barely, but there's not gonna be enough. Mr. Ray's gonna hit, though. Right? 737. Yeah, no, that's more than enough. Blue, you're swapping back in, but you're swapping in. We're not gonna even come close to Blue, but, like, this will mean one more battle. Definitely will do it. And, you know, I could slap on an experience share right now. Huh. Maybe that 700 some won't do it. It doesn't matter. But, you know. What do I want to do? Mudshot, a Azumarill? I guess? I don't really know. I'm not thinking about matchups. I'm just like, gain experience here? Yes? Done? Woo! I have to make sure that Bay hits it, which will happen. But, like, Paris Song makes me pause. I do wish that there was like one opponent in this game who was available for single battles for specifically things like this. Like, I'm so close on these levels that I need like a level 40 here. Like one opponent with like a level 40 something to just level up Blue. Like, Mr. A hits it. Bay is so close but doesn't quite make it. But like Blue is gonna be, you know, a couple hundred away. Like, I have to battle a whole trainer with level 50s? Like, come on. I'm just gonna battle that guy who has 2 Pokemon. Bay hits it. And Blue is so close I can taste it. Like, we're so close! And just barely missed it. It's fine. It's all fine. Blue, how much do you need? 361! 361 experience. The difference maker. You know what? You only have 3 Pokemon, and I can just Earthquake you. I think. Right? Vant? Right? Did you have Blue? Let me look. I still have the physical guide next to me. It has actually been used the entire game. Like, and will actually be used again. Like, a lot of it I know, but Vant had my pearls. Cool. Maybe I'll swap in the pearls at the very end of the battle. Divil had Quagsire, had Blue. Ooh, nice, got the crit. I was paying attention. Blue. Got it. All 67 now. We've arrived. Officially. Linoon managed to be faster than Blue. Blue's only fast when imagining he's fast. It's just so true. I don't know. It's just... Get the KO. Please. Good job. We did it. Our team is now all level 67. And I now have to make a decision. Because it is decision time. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make the decision next episode. Because this episode is longer than I intended it to be already. So, we have now leveled up our team to be all level 67. Let me put them in order. Our team hasn't been in order in, like, ever. So, let me just... Shine, Shade, Mapearls, Blue, Mr. Ray, and Blade. Actually using the whole name, wow. They've done everything for us. And now they're going to get a little bit of a break. Because next episode, we have something very important to do for Colosseum. Arguably the goal of Colosseum. Next episode, we are going to purify our remaining Shadow Pokemon. And we're going to do so quicker than it might seem. So thank you so much for watching. And as I heal up our team for, realistically, the final time, yeah, that's just going to do it for this part. So thank you, and we will see you next time for the purification of all of our shadows.